Alhamdulillah. Hey, how are you?
You have a lot of passion and a lot of knowledge in this area. I am excited when the director mentioned about rescue center safe space.
Yes.
That is one thing we are working on because we realize that there is a big gap. Many counties don't have a safe space. And the counties that have a safe space, like for example Nairobi, the women rep partnered with the county government. So the county donated the land and she put up a very big safe house. We went to visit. It will accommodate about, was it 70, Madam Sue? 70 victims. Yes. And it's a one stop. It has everything. It has a counseling area by floors. It is a PWD friendly. It has places where people can just unwind. It has everything. So a victim does not have to go back to homes where they and I'm glad you mentioned that. We will push that agenda together. We will talk to our partners so that then, because actually it's one of the things I used to push for when I was the women rep. I'm also equally very excited when I heard that you already have an FGM policy. I think you are way ahead of many counties who do not have that. And social protection, it is really, honestly, I really know this is a good progress.
Yes.
And these are the things I think even the counties need to talk about it so that, we will be able to highlight this as a success stories because again, not many counties have taken initiative. So I think we will be very glad. And children protection policy also, because these are policies which are up there and then down here, they are lacking. So the remaining, I think, as you said, and I have said I cannot be the chair, and my home county doesn't benefit. So we told the team to look for a better place because currently our office is, we are sharing with our sister commission, the CAJ, Ombudsman. Yes. Ombudsman, can you human rights agenda used to be one. Yeah, so we are still sister commission. We are looking for a better accommodation so that it grows. But I want to report that we have just posted one staff from Garissa. So already imeanza kuwa a regional headquarter. So that is a lady who was a problem from Garissa. And I want to tell my brother, it is deliberate that the chair and the CEO and commissioners are more women because national agenda is supposed to be a model and a center of excellence in issues of inclusion. So if you audit us today, we are so compliant. We have a 5% PWD. We are 50-50. More ladies. Actually, we have more ladies staff. So we take note. So even when we are recruiting, we make sure that, ethnic representation, gender, region, everything is, and we are so intentional in doing that because we cannot come and talk to you about inclusion if we are not leading by example. Finally, about male engagement, my team went to Muranga. Governor, and then we went for the engagement. Surprisingly, we were shocked that first of all, Muranga, the poverty rate is even higher than Isiolo. And for me and you will imagine, Muranga is rich because of the owners of equity, the coffee and everything. And gender-based violence is high in Muranga. So then my colleague here led the male engagement because we are doing a male engagement. Because we realized even this femicide is contributed more by the fact that the boy child feel left out. And that is a fact. And they are left out because for a long time, people have been focusing on bringing women up. Now women have overtaken men. So women have women funds, they have the chamas, they have the women enterprise fund, they have all these things. And then they said the men, especially between the age of 36 to 60, they are not in the elderly category, they are past youth. So they said we have disappeared. There are no intervention completely. And so we said, yeah, and we started reflecting. So we were having that discussion with the president and everybody, what we can do to bring this team on board. And these are our generation, they are the fathers, they are the head of the families. And imagine at the end of the day, he has nothing to take home. He comes home, as you rightly say, to a woman who has attended a workshop, empowered. She has something in the pocket. Akikuja anaambiwa useless man. So those are the discussion we are having as gender national, and I am glad we are having a convergence. So yeah. Yeah, I know. You are happy.
That's the psychological part that needs to be handled.
Yeah.
Even the rescue center you're saying in Nairobi, I think we should have the men as champions to manage it.
We also have actually Basaris has created even for both men and women. Yeah, so they are giving men space, and it's a one-stop. You can report, you can get a counseling center, you can launch your case. So it's like a one stop. We're also introducing. Currently, we are working with Chairperson to identify some model villages. Like we are working one in Kajiado, where the entire village is a GBV survivors. The women who have gone through FDM, some have been beaten by their husband. Now they have come together and they are doing some small activities, kitchen garden, and with support of Jaika, they are doing an amazing job. We have developed gender-based clubs in schools. So currently, our model is in Machakos, but we intend also to bring it here. That's why we are visiting the one of the homes, one a person living with disability. I was so moved that the deaf students are able to do the karate and they enjoy it. So as a way of modeling their character, wanaambiwa if you don't behave well, tutakutoa kwa club. So for them not to be moved, active, and then they're expressing themselves through art. And in that art, they're able to, describe the forms of gender-based violence. Tumeona nyingi zinachorwa magari. So we said, why are they? So we realized hawa watoto when they are going home, on their way, wale watu wa matatu, they abuse them. Ama mtu anasimamisha gari, push the girls into the car. So it's a whole conversation, and I am glad we are working together. So someone unafia, you even need to now create more synergy. So that Isiolo.
This is one of the biggest challenges, not only nationally,
Yeah.
men above 60 and problems.
Not above, below 60. Because above 60, unajua ni wazee. They are
Lakini sasa
catered for under social
they don't
protection.
survive. After retiring, they die within 2
I
years.
know.
And women survive more. I think we also need to investigate that.
Yeah.
Because they are neglected.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, there is something that I forgot, and this is actually very important in our conversation. It's about actually we are the ones who are causing these things, our policies. What we are handling is mainly issues related to the customary laws and the rest. But there is one that we are overlooking, the one that is related to the relationship between men and women in relation to the school system. The school system, when we used to have mixed schools, I think the relationships were surviving. But once we started separating girls' schools and boys' schools, now this is a cause of maybe interruption in our relationships. So I think there is need for us to revisit the issue of mixed schools, and I might recommend an introduction of mixed schools because this will build up on the kind of relationship that people will live later. Somebody who has passed through a mixed school, and you do a survey, you find that the relationship of people who have gone through mixed schools actually survive than the ones that were separated. So I think as a way of resolving this issue, because we need a resolution, we need to revisit the issue of mixed school. Actually, we need to encourage people to move to having mixed school because it will be a solution for us. Because
She's leading.
yes, because right now in Isiolo, we are facing a similar problem in insecurity. I find that most communities have gone back to having schools mainly for students within one community. And because of that sensitivity, it's not like the way they used to have when people used to be mixed.
Yeah.
When people used to be mixed, you find that you're growing up with somebody from another community, you understand them, and you'll be working with them. But nowadays, you'll be coming in as strangers, and because of that village mentality, you might end up creating insecurity because of that perception. So this relates also to the school system, and that's why I'm saying we are the ones who caused this somehow. So we need to revisit that, investigate it, research on it, and because I believe I'm not wrong. Otherwise, karibuni, we can have a group photo.
Yeah.